Hey guys, welcome back to the review section. So I just finished building this up and I'll actually put the building video in my Insta page over there. So it'll be in the description and it's also known as firefist_kai, so do check it out if you have the time. So now let's start with reviewing, starting with the minifigure. So for this fun pack of LEGO Dimension, we actually have Tina Goldstein here as the only minifigure that is provided in this small set. She obviously has kind of a vintage costume to her, as this particular kind of set is themed after the first Fantastic movie, which is, I think, in the times of 1920s. I'm pretty sure 1926, I think, if I'm not wrong. And that's why she kind of sports a very traditional kind of costume. So this is actually not the only variant of her from the first movie. There's quite a couple one, with it being in two different kinds of Fantastic Beasts sets, or I guess the other one being the CMF. The CMF series one is actually very identical to this, which I will show you in a bit. But first of all, I want to describe the minifigure in general. Just looking at the head, all of this whole torso piece and head piece is actually unique to this particular minifigure, because the CMF one is actually of a different coloration. So yeah, this pieces over here only can be found in this minifigure. The only part that is not really special, I guess, is the face print, which can be found in any variant of her. So looking at her hairpiece, it's actually quite nice with a grey hat over there and a nice brunette hair that is attached to the hat. Going down to the torso, she has kind of a jacket piece, a grey jacket piece with her, and a darker grey undershirt beneath as well, together with a necklace on her neck. I honestly really like it because it kind of looks like in Inspector Gadget to a certain extent, I think. So yeah. Otherwise, going down all the way to her leg piece over there, you can see that her jacket goes all the way down there as well as part of the print, and that is really nice in my opinion. Otherwise, moving on to the back torso, you can also see that some of her jacket prints are there as well, which adds a very nice touch to the minifigure. This minifigure actually has one fixed expression over here, which shows that she's quite stunned, and the other one actually shows that she's kind of happy, so I really like that. But as you can see, this was before 2018, whereby the Harry Potter sets were first renewed, so that is why the minifigure is actually using that regular kind of wooden piece over there as part of the wand. It is not the actual one piece that we have seen in 2018. Otherwise, the minifigure comes with a base plate that is similar to, say, for anime figures in general, and I always find that really cool for LEGO Dimensions, just because like you don't ever see that anymore with other kinds of teams. So the usage of this kind of base plate over here is basically you scan into the system for LEGO Dimensions and it goes in your PS4, Wii, or any kind of consoles basically. And yeah, that's kind of it for this minifigure. Now let's go on to the main build of the set. So the main build of the set is basically what is known as kind of a figure as well, because it's called the Scooping Evo over here, which is shown in the first movie. So if you didn't know, the context of this creature that is seen in Fantastic Beasts is at first a kind of cocoon-like creature that Newt kind of brings around, and then in certain situations whereby he needs this creature's help, basically he swoops it out and kind of saves the situation. They are kind of dangerous because they attack anyone they see and try to eat their brains out basically. So this creature was actually quite useful in Fantastic Beasts, just because when Tina was arrested by Bakuza and was being interrogated, Newt had to use this beast over here to kind of help out by distracting and attacking the interrogators, which is really good thing that this creature is around. Anyway, just looking at this kind of design over here, I really like it because it really resembles the particular creature from the film. As you can see, there's a lot of different kinds of blue bricks, lime green bricks, and I really love those vines over there that represents part of the design of the Scooping Evo, because it gives a really nice touch to the figure. And also it is nice that they included such white pieces over here. So this tooth over here is actually an add-on by myself, but since it was an extra piece, I thought I'd just add it on as well, because like the Scooping Evo actually has some sharp teeth with them, as I've seen in the actual images of the beast inside the movie. So I thought I'd just add in a black tooth for it. And this is a nice touch because like the Scooping Evo is actually very similar to a cocoon-like insect creature, but with a wolf head to them. So it really looks kind of like the wolf scowl if you think about it, looking at this Lego made figure over here, and therefore I really like this design in general. And looking at the back, honestly, it doesn't look that bad as well, because there's a nice touch with this Technic pin over here, and the back doesn't even look that barren because of this slight designs by these bricks over here as well. How it is connected is through this Technic connection over here, which is quite nice because you can technically move it about a bit. Then you can move it down or up like that. So yeah, you can also move his legs if you want. And honestly, that's kind of it for the design of this figure or this build over here. I did not build the other builds that is available here because, like, I guess it kind of would take too much time for this video. But yeah, these are the other two builds, including the Brutal Bloom over here and the Crawling Creeper. So from what I can see over here, basically these two builds act as different functions. For this Scooping Evil, it kind of follows Tina around inside the game, or any other character inside the game as a pet. And the Brutal Bloom is more of like a stationary kind of design over there, so basically it acts more like a carnivorous plants game, I'm guessing. I don't have the game in general, so I don't really know. And then for the Crawling Creeper, it's more like a mount because the minifigure can actually sit on it. So yeah, out of the three, honestly, I may actually like the Crawling Creeper more, but for the sake of reviewing this for its main build, I went with the Scooping Evil. So yeah. And then lastly, I kind of want to show you all the, I guess, the instruction manual over here. Technically not an instruction manual, it's just kind of simple design for 71257. Here is like they show you how to build the minifigure. Then this is the thing whereby the base plate will connect to and it will go into your whatever console. So yeah, and then this is kind of how it works. The Scooping Evil over here, and of course the other kind of dimension set that is available. So for LEGO Dimensions, honestly, this video only came about because someone actually asked me to do more LEGO Dimensions review, and that's what I've done today. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. But for this particular team, honestly, I feel that the only way I'll buy another LEGO Dimensions sets again is if I find like either Adventure Time sets that is on good offer, Sonic perhaps, and otherwise maybe this particular set, the Ghostbuster Adventure Pack over here. Next to this sets, I don't really see any possibility I'll buy more LEGO Dimensions. First of all, because their prices have elevated a lot over this 4 years. So yeah, they're quite hard to get at a reasonable price nowadays. And yeah, so unless I get reasonable prices for this sets, I don't think I'll get any more LEGO Dimensions. But still, I really hope you enjoyed this video so far. And honestly, that's all for today. Remember to subscribe and turn on notification if you really like my videos. Ninja Never Quit. See you on the next adventure. Bye guys.